Alright guys, today's video is, hold on, let me see if it's live. Alright guys, today's video, or stream, or whatever we're talking about. Welcome back to the show. It's just sitting with Johnny boy, or JR, or whatever the fuck you want to call me. G9, never G7 though. And the topic today is, Primal won't make you a Chad. It is true. So the number one trending source right now is it's pretty much just looks maxing. It's doing everything primal. People think being primal is the key to everything. Everything is made and built from human nature, from the source. Everything that we need, everything that we own, everything that we must have is already established from us. Now, the thing is, I agree with a lot that they said. And because of that, I actually did go primal for a little bit. Not to the extreme though. True primals that I've seen is that they're living in nature, which a lot of the influencers that we talk about going primal, their days are not primal. Because they're not chilling in the tent, they're not with the tribe, and they're usually the people, like Godis for an example, they're still clothed. And yeah, some of it, he does explain that he has to follow it because it's societal. And that is a part of nature. So it's a 50-50 for both. But my thing is, the real question is, should we just follow everything blindly, primal, or should we go off of health? Now my thing is, I think if you prioritize health and functionality and just overall better quality life, everything will go your way. When things are hard to maintain, it becomes unnecessary. I don't know if people have heard the expression, but there's an expression called when people get too rich, the ROI of just having that much wealth becomes lower. While compared, if you made it to a certain amount of income, the ROI is worth it. Just because you have something doesn't mean you need more of it. It's like taking testosterone. When you at the highest physiological level ever is 1,000, and you go surpass it, it becomes unnecessary for the body, and it's too much. Too much salt ruins a dish. Becomes unnecessary, and a lot of times it's hard to maintain. So number one is unnatural is the super white teeth. Doing the white teeth over the extreme. I think it's unnecessary. I believe a lot of it should be organic and natural. And I was trying the primal life for a little while and try to just do things primal. For an example, not being on the phone, trying to stay off of social media, doing certain things like that. My belief in life is everything requires a balance, and human nature is deprived from convenience. I drive a manual car, right? The convenience of driving a manual is actually pretty shitty. It keeps you, grounded, it gives you some benefits, but you got to think about the overall picture. We cannot fixate or isolate on one metric. We need to think about it as a whole, just like the human body. We can't fixate and be like, oh, high testosterone and that's all we need. No, you need to think of all the outcomes of everything. How your overall function, your like serotonin, every single thing is gonna react. Every part of your body matters a lot than we think. So for that being said, it's all about a balance in life. I truly believe a balance in life is what keeps you healthy, what keeps you going. Listen to your body. If you get injured, rest. If you're a little too out of shape, move more. It's a balance. And we're never gonna have a perfect balance in life. It's impossible. But we aim for a balance. Just like in everything. Human nature doesn't like extremities or anything that's extreme. And I think that's why it gains a lot of attraction and attention, because it's like, wow, it's an extreme. So the thing that I was doing primal wasn't the raw meat, the raw stuff, none of that. But what I was doing that's primal is that, like for an example, I don't wear sunscreen. And I think I will continue that primal because
our bodies shows us when certain times or certain things have been hit. Now people say, oh, you do not need sunscreen. All of it comes down to seed oils. All of it comes down to this and that. It comes down to your diet. It comes down that your body's not conditioned for it. No, that's not how it works. Melanin is a genetic thing, a predisposition from your ancestral line. When you get a tan, people think it's equated to health. It is not equated to you're healthier, your skin's healthier. No. It's a sign that your body's been it's got its good vitamins in, it's a little baked, and it needs to recover. Now when you get sunburned, we all know that's just inherently bad for you. So those are the distinguishes. The reason why I will choose not to wear your sunscreen is because I think it's a non and just useless substance, unless you are swimming. If you are going to swim and there is no shade, wear sunscreen. Wear sunscreen. Sunscreen is very important, but it's not a crucial biological necessity. Our body already shows us that, hey, the tan will show us if we've been in the sun too long. And if you get sunburned, it's chronic burn. It will tell us. Our body is good at signaling. And we have coat from clothes or either body hair. So with certain things, for that being said, Primal is good, certain things are not. Now, for example, I would think having hair or long hair, Primal. All that matters is that you show health indicators, and that's all it is. From appearing good or anything, it's all health indicators and proportion and symmetry. There is no perfect features. There is no perfect dimorphism, because every dimorphism will look different based off of your features, because it's ancestral. Everything needs a balance. So that's what I'll say. My primal thing that I was doing was not just the sunscreen, which I will continue to do that as long as possible, unless I'm, no shade, then I will wear sunscreen. But the number one that wasn't was deodorant. And as you can tell, I have started to smell. A lot of it comes down to your diet and nutrition, but also we just naturally carry odor. Now, I'm not saying you should not be using modern day products. You should be using natural remedies to control your body odor. But still, you will produce body odor. Another thing that's natural is a meal fasting or a 2-day fasting. That is primal, but it's not a biological necessity. That was only established because of the environment that people were put in. That was a tribal thing. And yes, it can create autophagies or certain things, but it shouldn't be as often as people think. Certain things that are primal were bad and they got fucked with. And it is shown in studies. And there is certain things that are modern that are good. But there is also modern things that have been fucked with. This is an equal amount of balance. It's how you choose to manage your life. You can always do things to manage your life. And it's all about, are you going to use the very super primal, or are you going to use modern conveniences for certain things? It's all about your health and vitality. I can't say the word. But it's all about your health and your functionality. I wear barefoot shoes because it's healthy on the foot. Nothing's really gonna happen. But I switched to tennis shoes, like running shoes, because we live in a world where everything is concrete. There is no grass. That's why. Certain things are good, certain things have been replaced. It's all depends on you. You can manage to survive in a modern day world. It's all about knowing how to keep it as good as in nature. But there are certain things that are overly fake, and don't do that. If you're gonna fake something that is unnatural, it should be at the highest level of natural capabilities. So for an example, white teeth is too unnatural, it's too forced. I believe it's too much work It's too forced, and you should find the right color of shade that is the highest natural if you care about appearing good. Now, hair, you do not have to have it long. You can have it groomed, tailored to your specific facial structure and highlight certain features. Perfect. Tailor things that are important to you. Find things that work for you and manage your life and make it easier. There is no, and in human nature, I've realized balance. So for that being said, being too primal, that's an extremity. Being too modern, that's an extremity. It's all about balance. So what I'm going to do is go back to deodorant. I don't know about the sunscreen. I'll keep looking into that, but maybe I'll find natural sunscreen. And that's what I'll do. But I'm going to try to be as natural as possible, healthy as possible, because that's all I care about. Your appearance is a very small fraction. And pretty much appearance, all it is grooming. Your appearance is basically your health. Health is law. When you're healthy, your brain is healthy, your body is healthy, everything is healthy. And I believe health is looks. So live life as the highest quality you can. And don't be trying to be over fixated or overly primal. It's all about what makes your life better. Live life to the best that you can live it. Alright, so I have debunked the primal state. Being primal won't make you a Chad. And a lot of it comes with pros and cons, just like with anything. Just live your life. If you lack something, like for an example, testosterone, or you need HGH, go to a doctor, get prescribed, whatever the case is. But yeah, go and live your life. Be natural, be healthy as possible, and live your life. I call this life maxing. Anyway, peace out.